Good morning and Jai Hind children. Welcome back to chemistry class. Children, in the previous class, we were doing the physical properties of metals and non-metals. And also I gave you homework to draw the table of physical properties of metals and non-metals so that it becomes easier for you. But I think most of you have not done it. Children, it's for your benefit only. If you will draw the table, you will do the homework properly, you will learn it very easily. Else, during the exam, you will mug up and you will end up in a problem. Okay, so I gave you homework just for your sake, just so that you can learn it better. Now children, moving ahead with the physical properties. So in the previous class, we have talked about few physical properties, like we have seen the physical state of metals and non-metals. So metals are generally solid except for mercury, that is liquid in nature. Non-metals exist in all the three states: solid, liquid and gaseous state. Okay, there are few examples like carbon exists in solid state, bromine exists in liquid state, and oxygen and nitrogen exist as gaseous state. Okay, then we have talked about the lustrous property of metals and non-metals. लस्टर का बेसिकली मतलब होता है कि उस मटेरियल में कितना शाइन है. Okay, so if we talk about the lustrous property of metals and non-metals, so metals are generally shiny or lustrous. Like for example, we have gold, we have silver, we have aluminium. All these metals generally have a shine, they have a texture, they have a shiny texture, whereas non-metals are having a dull texture, they don't have shine except for graphite. Graphite has a shine. Getting it? Then coming on to the next property, we have seen hardness and strength. So अगर हम hardness और strength की बात करते हैं तो metals जो होते हैं वो generally बहुत hard और strong होते हैं rather than non-metals. Okay, there are some exceptions like sodium, potassium and magnesium. These three metals are not hard and strong, they are soft and can easily be cut with the help of a knife. We can easily cut it with the help of a knife. Okay, so that is sodium, potassium and magnesium. Now we have another like non-metals. Non-metals are generally not so hard, they are soft and can be in a powdery state, but diamond and graphite are exceptions. Diamond is one of the hardest material that we have, and diamond is non-metal. Okay, now coming to the next properties. So these three properties we have talked about. We have also talked about the exceptions of these properties. Now today children will see few more physical properties like malleability and ductility. We'll see the conductivity of metals and non-metals. We'll also talk about the sonorous behavior of metals and non-metals, and we'll also talk about the melting point and boiling point along with the specific gravity. Okay, so let's quickly start with it. Children, so this was the table we were talking about in the previous class. So we have seen the physical state of metals and non-metals. We have talked about that. We have talked about the luster behavior and we have seen the hardness. So these 3 points we have covered. Now coming on to the malleability. Malleability का क्या मतलब होता है बेटा? What does malleability means? Malleable का मतलब होता है ऐसे प्रोडक्ट्स जिनको अगर हम हैमर कर रहे हैं, इफ वी आर हैमरिंग इट, it can be converted into a form of a sheet. That products or those materials are called malleable. Okay, कुछ materials ऐसे होते हैं जिनको आप हैमरिंग करिए तो वो पाउडर्ड फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट हो जाएंगे या छोटे छोटे पीसेस में कन्वर्ट हो जाएंगे. उनको हम मैलिएबल प्रोडक्ट्स नहीं कहते हैं। हम मैलिएबल प्रोडक्ट्स किसे कहते हैं? जिसको हम हैमर करें और वो शीट के फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट हो जाए, दैट इज कॉल्ड मैलिएबल प्रोडक्ट्स. So I'll show you the diagram here. So just have a look at this diagram. So this is a gold product. Okay, so when we will hammer it, this gold will be converted into a form of a thin sheet. Okay, and because gold is metal, so we will say that metals are generally malleable in nature. They are malleable in nature. But if we talk about non-metals, so this is sulfur. So if we talk about non-metals, so if we hammer a non-material or non-metal product like sulfur, so it will be converted into a powdered form. It will be converted into a powdered form, hence it is called brittle in nature. Hence it is brittle in nature. Same goes with the carbon. We have seen coal, isn't it? So if we have a block of coal and if we hammer it, अगर हम इस पे hammering करते हैं, so it will also be converted into, or it will also be broke down into a powdered state. It will not break into a sheet form. But if we take any iron nail, consider we are taking any iron nail or an iron product. Okay, अगर हम इसको hammering करते हैं, if we hammer this, then what will happen? It will not break up into a powdered form. It will rather be flattened. ये कैसा हो जाएगा? चपटा हो जाएगा और शीट के फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा. Getting it? Same goes with the silver. If we have a silver product, if we see silver, then also that silver will also be converted into a thin sheet. It will not get converted into a powdered state or a small pieces or a brittle form. Okay, so this property of metal is called malleability. So metals are generally malleable in nature. They can be drawn into a thin sheet, but non-metals breaks into pieces and hence called brittle in nature. And hence they are brittle in nature. Okay, now moving ahead with the next physical property, that is ductility. Now what is ductility? Children, there are certain materials through which we make a wire. हम हर चीज से वायर नहीं बनाते ना, जी कोई भी प्रोडक्ट हमारे पास हो हम उससे वायर नहीं बना लेंगे. ठीक है, जैसे हम कॉपर का वायर बनाते हैं, we make a wire of copper. Okay, we also make a thin pipe like structure of iron also at times. A rod is made of iron. So there are certain materials that can be converted into a thin wire. All materials cannot be converted into that. Okay, generally metals can be converted into thin wire. So they are called ductile in nature. They are called ductile in nature. Whereas non-metals cannot be drawn into a thin sheet. So non-metals cannot be drawn into a thin wire and metals can be drawn into a thin wire. I'll show you the diagram. So just have a look at this diagram, children. So this is a copper metal. We know that copper is a metal. So this copper can be converted into a copper wire. So this copper wire, this conversion of a piece of metal into a copper wire is called ductility. This property is known as ductility. The same goes with the magnesium. If we have magnesium, this magnesium can also be converted into a thin wire like structure. Okay, then if we take iron, Fe, that is iron, we have also seen a thin tube like structure of irons. But In case of non-metals like oxygen cannot do that because it is a gas. Like take any solid. If we take carbon, carbon is a solid. So if we take carbon, can a carbon product be converted into a thin pipe-like or a wire-like structure? No, it cannot be. We cannot convert it into a wire and a pipe-like structure. So metals are called ductile in nature, whereas non-metals are non-ductile in nature. Okay, let's see the chapter, what is written there about malleability and ductility. So, do activity 1 to observe a well-known difference between metals and non-metals. So, we'll do this activity, children, later. That is malleability of metals and non-metals. So, what we have to do in this activity is collect pieces of following objects like thin copper wire, thick aluminium wire, then iron nail, coal, lead of pencil, that is graphite. Note that both coal and graphite are the form of carbon. Definitely, we know that graphite be the lead of a pencil that we see, the lead of a pencil, it is graphite. Okay, and that is shiny. Now, beat each of them with the help of a hammer. We have to beat each of them with the help of a hammer. Record what happens to their shapes on beating. Do they break or not? Or do they get flattened or not? So children, you can do this activity at home also. So if you take a copper wire, it will become flattened, isn't it? If you take aluminium wire, it will also become flattened. If you take iron nail, again it will become flattened, but this coal and graphite, they will be broken into smaller pieces. Okay, hence coal and graphite are not ductile or malleable in nature, whereas these three are malleable in nature or ductile in nature. Okay, so you will find that copper, aluminium and iron can be flattened on beating. अगर हम उस पे hammering कर रहे हैं तो it will become flat. Okay, whereas coal and graphite break on beating. That is, they are brittle. उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? Brittle. Okay. The property of metal by which they can be beaten into thin sheets is known as malleability. So this property of metals converting into a thin sheet is known as malleability. You have seen wires of copper, aluminium. We have never seen a wire of graphite or coal or carbon, any product, isn't it? So in general, metals can be drawn into wires. Is it clear to everybody? Now, non-metals cannot be drawn into wires. They cannot be drawn into wires because if we will try to mold it into something other shape, it will break into smaller pieces. Okay, because it is having a brittle nature. So the property of metals by which they can be drawn into thin wire is known as ductility. उसको इस property को क्या बोलते हैं हम? Ductility. Gold and silver are also malleable and ductile metals. That is why gold can be molded into other jewelry products like earrings, bangles and other things. Gold and silver can be converted and molded into different types of jewelries and other ornaments. Okay. So non-metals are neither malleable nor ductile. They are brittle in nature. Brittle का मतलब होता है they can be broken into smaller pieces when they are hammered. So that is why non-metals are brittle in nature. Okay. So here you can see antimony, chromium, gold, mercury, silver. These are some metals. Okay. Here mercury is liquid in texture, whereas all other are solid. And they all have a shine. See, chromium has a shine, gold has a shine, mercury also has a shine, silver also has a shine. So, these are the properties of metals and non-metals. Now moving ahead with the next property, that is conductivity. Conductivity की अगर हम बात करें, so there are certain materials that can conduct electricity, but there are few materials which cannot conduct electricity. तो हमने ये क्लास 7th में भी पढ़ा है, क्लास 6th में भी पढ़ा है, that these can be divided into two parts. We have conductors and we have insulators. Okay. So conductors are those products that conducts electricity, whereas insulators are those products which cannot conduct electricity. Okay. So let's see what it says about metals and non-metals. So for this we have to perform an activity. Let's see what this activity says. Electrical conductivity of metals and non-metals. Set up an electrical circuit as shown by using the copper wire. So we have to set this setup. We need a bulb, we need a battery, we need a wire. Okay. Now what we are going to do, we will attach one terminal with the positive battery, another with the negative battery, and between these two wires we will put certain materials to see whether the bulb will glow or not. अगर bulb glow कर रहा है then it is a conductor. अगर bulb glow नहीं कर रहा है so it is not a conductor. Okay, this experiment we have also performed in class 6th and class 7th children. So let's see. Test if the following conduct electricity or not by putting them in the circuit. So let's talk about aluminium foil. So if you will put aluminium foil, so it will conduct electricity definitely. If you will put iron nail, it will also conduct electricity. If you will put coal, it will not conduct electricity and hence bulb will not glow. But graphite again will conduct electricity. So this is an exception here. Graphite is exception. Though graphite is a non-metal, but it can conduct electricity. Okay, so this is an exception here. Let's see what is written in the table. So, metals are good conductors. Non-metals are bad conductors of heat and electricity. Okay, but graphite is an exception. Graphite क्या है? Exception है. If we put a graphite in the circuit, then it will conduct electricity. Okay, hence the bulb will glow. Alright, so the bulb will glow when we will put graphite in it. Metals are good conductor and non-metals are bad conductor of heat and electricity. Let's see what is written in the chapter. So if we talk about the chapter children here, let's see. So what do you find? Metals are good conductors of electricity. In general, non-metals are bad conductor of electricity except for graphite. Okay. Now there is a question for you children, that basically in the kitchen, utensils are made up of metals, but the handle of the utensil is made up of plastic. It is not made up of metal. Why? So the answer says metals are good conductor of heat. Therefore, heat gets properly conducted from the fire into the food being cooked. So I'll explain it to you children. Wait. Okay. So let's see here. We know that the cooking utensils, let's take a pan. This is a pan. Alright, let's take a pan. So we know that this area of the pan is, this complete area of the pan is made up of certain metallic product or a metallic substance. Okay, whereas the handle of the utensil is generally made up of plastics. Why? Because at this portion where the pan is present, we cook the food here. Okay, and this food to be cooked require a heat. Okay, जब उसको हीट मिलेगी तभी वो खाना कुक होगा. ओके, सो अगर हम यहाँ पे प्लास्टिक यूज करेंगे तो जो हीट हमें स्टोव से मिल रही है, the heat that we are getting from the stove will not be transferred, isn't it? This will not be transferred to the pan area. Okay, that is why we are taking it as metal. अगर ये मेटल होगा तभी जो यहाँ गैस की हीट निकल रही है वो इस मेटल के पैन से होते हुए फूड पे जाएगी. ओके, इफ वी आर प्रिपेयरिंग सम फूड तो ये जो हीट है ये तभी इस फूड के पास जाएगी जब ये जो हमारा पैन है विल बी मेटल. अगर ये नॉन मेटल हुआ या नॉन कंडक्टर हुआ तो हीट ट्रेवल करेगा ही नहीं एंड देयर विल बी नो यूज ऑफ कुकिंग द फूड. ओके, बट वी कैन नॉट हैव द हैंडल मेड अप ऑफ मेटल. अगर ये मेटल का बना हुआ सो इट विल गेट हीटेड वेरी फास्ट. It will get heated very fast and we will not be able to hold it. ठीक है, हम इसको होल्ड नहीं कर पाएंगे. दैट इज व्हाई इट इज मेड अप ऑफ प्लास्टिक. गेटिंग इट? सो इट प्रूव्स दैट metals are good conductor of heat and electricity because heat is transferred here, and electricity because generally wires are made up of copper and copper is a metal, so copper conducts electricity. So they are good conductor of heat and electricity both. Okay, whereas non-metals are bad conductor of heat and electricity. And we know that both are important. Metals, non-metals, both are important. Conductors, insulators, both are important for the material or a substance we prepare. Okay, now let's come back to another property. Let's see what is there in the chapter again. So we have seen this. However, if the handles of cooking utensils were made of metals, they would become very hot to hold. Therefore, handles are made up of plastics or wood. Okay, they are bad conductor of heat. In general, metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. Like we have silver and copper are the best conductors of electricity. But why we don't use silver as a wire? Because silver is very expensive. Okay, so apart from silver we use copper and aluminium. Okay, if you examine the electric wire you will find that they are made up of copper and aluminium. Non-metals are bad conductor of heat and electricity. Okay, graphite is an exception. Again, graphite is a exception that it is a good conductor of heat and electricity. Okay, so I think this is clear to you children. Now coming on to the next property, that is sonorous. अब ये sonorous क्या होता है? Yes children, sonorous is basically when the metal, generally metal produce sound when we beat it. So I have one thing with me. Let's see. So this is a gold bangle and we know that gold is metal. So if we hit it like this, so a sonorous sound will come. Okay, you take any type of a metal. Okay, you just hit it. a sound will come. Okay, because I'm using a plastic, it is not coming like that. So if you use it, a sonorous sound will come even when you are using a tongue. ठीक है, tongue यूज करते हो आप, like whenever you are cooking the food, जो चिमटा होता है, that we say चिमटा. So अगर आप उसको भी प्लग कर रहे हो, the plug that is used, उसको भी अगर आप बीट कर रहे हो दोनों को, तो sound will come, a sonorous sound will come. So this property is known as sonorous nature of the substance. Generally metals are sonorous, whereas non-metals are non-sonorous. Non-metals do not produce any sound, but metals do produce sound. Okay, so this is the property, that is sonorous property. So when wood is struck, does not produce ringing sound. Do the following activity. So we have to do this activity. You can do it at home also, children. So what you have to do is strike a metal utensil with a metal spoon. हम चम्मच और थाली पीटते हैं. We did it. Yes. So that time the sound was there, isn't it? So because that is a metal, और जब हमने चम्मच और थाली पीटी थी मोदी जी के कहने पे, so the sound was produced. Okay, so this property is known as sonorous property. Now strike a piece of coal. कोल को हिट करेंगे कुछ नहीं होगा, प्लास्टिक हिट करेंगे कुछ नहीं होगा. So do find the differences between the sounds. Okay, so most metals produce a ringing sound when struck. Okay, this they are called sonorous. Non-metals are not sonorous. So I hope you are clear with this. जब भी हम कोई भी metal को strike कराते हैं आपस में, then it produces a ringing sound. Like जब हम चम्मच और थाली पीटे, या अगर हम कोई भी यूटेंसिल्स लेके उसको कर रहे हैं, अगर हम टोंग के दो टोंग्स को अगर हम टच करा रहे हैं, then also it will produce a sound. Okay, so this is the property, this is one of the physical property. Okay, now moving ahead with the last properties of metals and non-metals, that is melting point and boiling point. So what is melting and what is boiling point, children? Melting point का मतलब ये होता है कि अगर कोई solid है, ठीक है, तो वो कितने टेम्परेचर पे आके मेल्ट कर जा रहा है, that is called its melting point. Okay, like for example we have ice. So ice is a solid and it melts at room temperature. Okay, so what can be the room temperature? It can be 20 degrees Celsius, 10 degrees Celsius. So generally solid or generally ice gets melt at 4 degrees Celsius also. It can melt at 4 degrees Celsius also. So we have, so this is called the melting point. Okay, boiling point कि किस टेम्परेचर पे कोई भी सब्सटेंस बॉयल कर रहा है. बॉयल की बात अगर हम करें तो जनरली वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट लिक्विड. ओके, वो लिक्विड कितने टेम्परेचर पे बॉयल कर रहा है. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू टेक अ प्योर वाटर एंड इफ यू बॉयल इट, ठीक है, तो क्या होगा, it will get boiled at exact 100 degrees Celsius. So 100 degrees Celsius is the boiling point of water. Getting it? So this is melting and boiling point. So if we talk about metals and non-metals in the context of metals and non-metals, so children, metals are having very high melting point. Metals are having very high melting point. So generally if we take copper, if we take aluminium, तो अगर हम उसको हीट कर रहे हैं या मेल्ट कराने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, तो उसके लिए हमें बहुत ज्यादा टेम्परेचर देना पड़ता है. We give a huge amount of temperature, like approximately 1000 degrees Celsius to 1500 degrees Celsius. We give the temperature to melt them. Okay, so metals are generally having very high melting point and boiling point also. Okay, except for, again we have an exception, that is sodium and potassium. क्योंकि सोडियम और पोटेशियम पहले से ही बहुत सॉफ्ट होते हैं तो उनका उतना ज्यादा मेल्टिंग पॉइंट और बॉइलिंग पॉइंट नहीं होता है. They can easily attain the melting and boiling point because they are soft in texture. Okay. But if you talk about non-metals, non-metals generally have a very low melting and boiling point. So it can be melted very easily at a very low temperature, and it can also get boiled at a very low temperature. Okay, again, we have an exception of graphite and diamond because these two occur at a solid state and they are very hard. तो किसी भी हार्ड चीज को मेल्ट करने में टाइम लगता है. So graphite and diamond will take a bit time. So they have a very high melting and boiling point. So except for graphite and diamond, rest all other are having a low melting and boiling point, whereas graphite and diamond are having a very high melting and boiling point. Okay. So children, that was about the physical properties of metals and non-metals. In the next class, we'll continue with this topic. So we'll talk about the specific gravity. We'll also see the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. Okay. So children, I would request you all to please draw the table so that you can learn the physical properties of metals and non-metals with their exceptions. अगर आप ऐसा नहीं करोगे बेटा तो आपको ये याद नहीं होगा. Okay, so please do it. Please draw the diagram, please draw the table, and please send it in the group so that I can see it. Okay, so that's all for today's class, children. Hope you have understood it. If not, again, you can ask in the group. You know that. So that's all for today. Thank you and Jai Hind, everyone.